Hillary Clinton, the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, they don't have to listen to subpoenas. So then when you ask like the senators who, I feel are the good senators, I'm like, why are we not forcing that? And the whole thing is a fear, the fear that they were going to go back to court and then we were never going to be able to do the audit. So the fear, what we're being told is that if this goes back to court, they can annihilate the audit, they can annihilate all the work that we're trying to do. So what I did on Friday, September 8th, I got a phone call from someone. And this person said, I need you to put out to your base that right now on the Senate floor, there is a vote on whether or not to hold the Board of Supervisors in contempt. Can you please ask people to call the senator who is the dissenting vote? And that was Senator Paul Boyer. I did not have Senator Boyer's cell phone number. This person who called me gave it to me. So I had an email list of 7,000 people I could have sent it out to. But by the time I got all that set up, it was going to take a long time. So instead, I put on Twitter that I'm respectfully requesting that you ask Paul Boyer to change his dissenting vote to a yes vote so that the Arizona Senate could hold the Board of Supervisors in contempt. Why was it so important for Liz Harris to have these Board of Supervisors held in contempt? Because one of those subpoenaed items were the log files. In order to figure out how this data is getting changed and manipulated, you need the log files. So I went ahead and I tweeted, and then the next thing I know is that, look, I tweeted, please call him. And then I said, well, if I'm telling people to call, I need to call. So I called, and I didn't listen to what was behind the paywall, but this is from my recollection. I was upset, and I said, I think it's time that we do a deep dive forensic audit on some of our legislators, including you. Now, maybe that was considered a threat. I will go. I think my mom got the recording for me. I'm like, Mom, how bad is it? She won't answer me. And I keep saying, is it that bad, Mom? So anyway, I think I'll go and I'll get a copy of it. But the bottom line is I was just speaking up for, hundreds of thousands of people across Arizona. I wasn't trying to be mean or threatening. But the bottom line, go ahead. You just said, you are speaking up for hundreds of thousands of people. And by doing so, you essentially focus a bullseye, right? Like right here, right in the middle of your forehead. When you do that, like you are a target for the crazies, right? So tell me about, I don't really want to fixate on the insanity, but you're also being supported, right? I mean, you are being called upon to, speak or to voice your opinion, or you've risen. Your forget the term, but your star is rising, if you will, or because of your being vocal, because of taking this step, taking this stand, being sacrificial because of your passion for America. How is that changing your life? Like, who are you? Tell us some of that, some of what's going on, just people that are reaching out to you that are supporting you. Okay, so I'm going to be honest, very honest. Well, I am always honest. You got to understand that when you have so much support, like I have a ton of support, but sometimes you feel lonelier than ever. And by that, what I mean is, so people reach out to me, they want, speak here, do this, do that, get this app going. There's problems with the app, fix the problems. We want to do this way. There's so much coming at you. And then it's like, what happens is I'm going to be really honest here, paralysis sets in and you're like, okay, I have to prioritize what is important.
Right.
So the biggest supporters, I just got a text message from Mike Lindell, and he's going to have this marathon starting tomorrow about, he's just going to come out and talk about all the election fraud, the election anomalies, and I think it's going to be 4 days long. So I'm in touch with Mike Lindell. I'm in touch with Seth Keshel. I'm in touch with Joe Vaughn. I'm in touch with Doug Logan, Sidney Powell, all these great people. And then, so I have those people supporting me. And while I'm on those big names, I think many of us heard a lot of negative stuff come out about some of those names just yesterday. You know, which ones are doing it to really solve the problems versus which ones are doing it for fundraising efforts. And that has always upset me, and that has always been in the back of my mind. So then I pull it all back. Okay, so forget about all those big names. Who is actually going to correct this? Who is going to fix the problems? And then it always comes back to we the people. The issue with we the people is I don't feel we're as organized as the opposition. We're not as organized as the media that comes after us every single day, the social media that cancels us, the education systems that literally told my kid in 7th grade that there was absolutely nothing wrong with the 2020 election. That's what I recorded it. That's what our educators are telling our kids. So Michael, fans and being popular and being a celeb, one person just said, Liz, you're a celebrity. I'm like, that's not what this is about. This is just about getting the truth out. And I think my life is more difficult now being known because of all these arrows and having to be on, I don't want to say I'm on the defensive, but when someone says your work is no good and they start challenging me, I've got to step up to the forefront and say, no, our work is correct and this is why. And it's hard, it's challenging. And then when you have, you know, your personal life and then you're supposed to be making money in your career at the same time, it's difficult.
So that's actually